I'm Me Too in the Jewish culture.
Hey, so I wanted to preface this video with saying that I don't necessarily think that I'm a person that needs to comment on this video. I am not Jewish. I am not a person of color. I am white McWhiterson. We used to think for a while that we were Romanian. Not even, no. So, commenting on anything that has to do with this kind of stuff always kind of makes me uncomfortable because I feel like I do not need to say anything. And you're all watching this like, but you're making a video about it. Right. So I feel like if I can bring any light to the way that some of this shit is going right now, I feel like I should be doing that. And if that is explaining to some of you the actual evil that Candace Owen is, then I think that that's a good job. I think that's a good use of my platform. And people are like, what do you mean? This is a video about Kanye West. Yes, but Kanye West is a pawn of Candace Owen. So there you go. And I think that I have a really interesting take on some of this stuff because I grew up Tea Party conservative, very, very conservative. And I remember when I was a teenager, was watching Candace Owen videos before she was, huge for being a bitch. So I feel like I have a special viewpoint on this just because of those kinds of things. But yeah, so we're gonna watch this video of Kanye West. Okay, so this is the thing. This was a video he did on Drunk Champs. This is the most recent one. This is not the one that this is not the video that he did on with Tucker Carlson, who is also like scum of the earth kind of thing. But yeah, so this is something that that Kanye talked about on Drink Champs. I can't find the original video anywhere. It's probably pretty telling that you can't find it. I know everybody's sick of hearing about Kanye, but I think this is an ideology that a lot of people identify with, and just because we want to ignore it does not mean that it is not so. Let's looky here. Okay, so this is the one that I saw. This is just a little like TikTok that somebody made. Like I said, I cannot find the video, so this is what we have. Okay, press play. Will it play? Will you play?
For the Jewish people, what I'm doing is I'm Me Too in the Jewish culture. I'm saying y'all gotta stand up and admit to what y'all been doing.
What?
And y'all just got away with it for so long that y'all don't even realize what y'all doing. And it's like, y'all can't fuck with me either because y'all behind that gated fence. Y'all soft. Your hands got soft.
Get away with what? Like, get away with what, though? Like, that's... Like, what?
You ain't out here getting beat up every day like me. You ain't out here getting called crazy every day like me. You ain't out here getting your family snatched like me.
Bro, your family was not snatched, dude. And you bought the house right next door, my guy. Like, what do you mean?
You ain't out here half your culture getting aborted like me. You ain't out here getting outraged with false narratives like BLM like me. So for all the Jewish media, y'all want to sit down and
what is going on with his face?
Conversation with me, then let's have a conversation. But you ain't gonna send Harley Pasternak, Puff Daddy, Meek Mills, Kim Kardashian, none of the usual suspects, and get me to stop talking.
My ex-wife is the usual suspects. You've indoctrinated my ex-wife. I really just think that you should not be posting so many things on social media. I'm really I'm just worried about you. Yay. And he's like, this is from the deep state. Yes, this woman that I was married to for blah, 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 blah years, that we created this empire together. Yes, she is indoctrinated by the deep state. Yes, I get that. Or whatever he wants to call it. I think he just wants to call it Jewish people, which, I mean, scapegoat is a scapegoat, I guess.
You're going to have to take my life. I don't care if you Black Mirror me. I don't care if you do some of the alternative, what the thing was, show me talking, saying somebody didn't say. I don't care if you have me on camera. I don't care what.
What? I don't care if you have me going on camera. Oh, well, Lord Jesus. Oh, God. God, if you're real, come get your boy, man. Come get your boy. Like, what is he doing?
You do. You're going to have, yeah. And by the way, and if you take my life, there's going to be some college kid, some young some young Pac that's going to even go harder. It's going to, y'all thought George Floyd was going to send it up. If you took my life right now, you're going to see something you never saw. So we might.
Oh my God. What are we going to see, Ye? Are we going to see the next brand of Yeezys, the next kind, the second edition of your shoe brand? Okay, so there was this thing where Kanye was, putting the White Lives Matter shirts at his concert, and that's a whole thing. And the big thing about this, okay, is that Candace Owen has a documentary that's talking about the Black Lives Matter movement being a scam and all of this kind of stuff, which I'm not going to speak on because I don't need to do that. But the big thing is that when people have this kind of, obviously with Kanye, there's like mental illness stuff or whatever. And again, I can't really speak to that as I have observed a lot of mental illness in my life. I can't speak to what he has going on, but I can speak to the disease that is conservatism and the brainwashing that it has on people that are even unsuspecting. Because I think that if you were to look back in Kanye's career specifically, you wouldn't anticipate that he would go this far. And I'm sure Kanye has a lot of songs talking about being promiscuous and doing all kinds of stuff. I'm not a Kanye stan, and I never have been. So this does not hurt me particularly. I'm sorry for those of you that it does, because it just sucks when your people just. It really just sucks. It's one of those things that we think, how do people get there? And because what I don't like, what the narrative that I don't like that's happening about this is that people are just saying, oh, this is because this man is mentally ill. And I can tell you, having been a person at Tea Party rallies, thankfully, if you're not aware of all that, it's kind of what Trump rallies are now. It's kind of like the same kind of people. But I remember being a kid, being at Tea Party rallies, and everything that you're just saying is it's mob mentality, right? And so you surround yourself with these people who believe the same way you do. It doesn't matter if it's ridiculous. It doesn't matter if it's grouping people into just a demographic of their race and hating them for it. That makes sense to them. And the fact that is aligned with Christianity is hilarious oftentimes. But the main point I'm like trying to make is that, we put ourselves in these bubbles, our algorithms, right? And we don't, and I'm definitely guilty of it. I kind of forget where I came from and what I escaped from and what I came out of. Being this worldview of anti-LGBT, anti-immigration, anti-choice, anti, but pro-God. And so when I see these narratives again being pushed, and we're talking about them, it's like, oh, well, that's just like, that's crazy. Like when we're normal people, we're in the normal world, a normal bubble. It's like, oh, this is crazy that anybody would ever think that. But there are a lot of people that think this and believe this and will go out there and do something about it. And the Proud Boys exist. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I know that is because, bro, I'm from the Bible Belt, my guy. Like, I know they do. I'm from the part of the country where there are Confederate flags everywhere. I think that it's important for us to talk about these kinds of things, not to give him more publicity, because, all publicity is good publicity. But it's like, whenever we start forgetting that there are people out there who are after your way of living and your way of existing, whether that be a minority, or because of your religion, or because of your sex, or because of your sexuality. Like, the second we stop forgetting that those people exist is when bad things happen. So the only way for us to do that is to go and vote. That's what this whole video is for. Please go vote. Please, if you think I'm hot and you want me to keep my bodily autonomy, please vote. Okay. All right. It's stressful out here, so go and drink some coffee and take a bath. Maybe watch something funny. Maybe not Dave Chappelle because of similar reasons. Anyway. You guys have a wonderful morning, noon, or night. Wherever it is you are in the world, you're loved by me. And I'll see you later. I know this wasn't your typical Friday video, but you got it, bro. You got it. This is it. This is it now. Sushi. I have these grapes in a bowl over by my bed. I didn't eat all of them. And sushi. In the middle of the video, she's going to knock it over. But you cannot find the whole video. You cannot find the whole video of his thing on Drink Champs. Sorry, I can't read. That probably... This fucking cat. That's